in Africa, we are afraid of our greatness. Which brings me to the topic today, which is aiding the divide. How help became Africa's undoing. Talk about help, we talk about foreign aid. Foreign aid has paralyzed Africa. Let me bring it down to an everyday situation. So let's look at this thought. Consider a student who has always received an allowance every week from the day that he or she was born. Gets that allowance, and the allowance is always in an excess, as it were. And as soon as he turns 17, or she turns 17, and was able to make, even if it's the smallest decisions for herself or himself, that trust was made available to him. And still weekly, there is that continuous deposit to that account. Not monthly, weekly. You find that that individual knows nothing about long-term planning, knows nothing about budgeting. It's through no fault of the individual. It's not because this person is lazy. It's not because this person has refused to grow. It's not because this person lacks spirit, but it's because the situation has structured the individual to depend on the consistent inflow. I'll give you another example. On X, there was a trending conversation a couple of months ago. It was about this Nepo baby and Lapo babies. Thank you. So I saw one of those conversations and someone said a Nepo baby has the luxury of standing up and saying he wants to start a multi-billion-dollar business. He starts it, he crashes and burns, and then he goes back home and it's like, Mom, it didn't work out. And they're like, it's okay. It's fine. Here's more money. Go and live your life, But the Lapo baby, do you have that opportunity? No. So if someone gives a Lapo baby 100,000, what do you think happens? First things first. If I pay this light bill now at this price, it will last if I off this light, charge only my phone, just use fans more. You see that? There is some serious conscious planning, yes? The Lapo baby, on the other hand, is like, okay, let's just run a budget. So we do social media publicity, $10,000. Okay, just do it. It has opportunities to fail and fail and fail and fail again. But for the Lapo baby, the fear of failure makes him wise, makes him prudent. Now, the situation I described is the situation of Africa. The striking difference being that Africa actually has the wealth of resource to live like a Lapo baby. But the reason that Africa has not sat down to detail his resources the way, in the example, the Lapo baby was looking at how much electricity he needs to use, efficiently utilize his expenditure on electricity, is the same reason Africa is not leading the world today. And what has caused that? Foreign aid. That is what we refer to as help.